So the world is burning. This is the time period that we're in. And the outer world and the inner world are the same. And this fire is also burning in your inner world. And as we see, the Canadian fires are burning, and that smoke has been affecting many of the states. What does this all mean? What is the time period? As we discussed yesterday, this is the end, and you have no other choice. So for those that listened yesterday, for those that are listening again today, you'll have the bigger picture as these things continue to play out. We've been seeing increased earthquakes. We've been discussing the shaking on the inside. Now we see the fires that are set ablaze. And what this actually means. So those that are listening in to this podcast on a regular basis, the things that we see in the outer world, well, they have spiritual and energetic meanings, neurological meanings as well in the body. So all of these things that we are feeling, and now we're seeing the whole world be set ablaze. There is a massive purge, there is a massive clearing in the year of the fire horse, and the fire horse is not going to turn around. It is going to continue to move forward, and it is going to purify. And there is a great purification process that is happening in the world and inside of our bodies. Some of the, I remember the smoke while I was up there, I think it was a couple years ago. So this has been going on for a while, but it's really seems to be out of hand. And so you might be experiencing a purge inside of your body. You might be experiencing temperature. You might be experiencing ascension symptoms that to a degree that you've experienced it before, but this seems like it's at a different level. We're going to break it all down today. Abby, 33, thank you so much for the super chat. Love to all my brothers and sisters from England. I appreciate you, Abby. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, everyone, for coming on today. I appreciate if you hit the like button in the now moment. It allows others to get this message because a lot of people need this information. As we see, Canada is ablaze, and we send prayers to the people that might be in the path. And these wildfires, isn't it interesting? They changed the name of these things, Now they call them wildfires, It actually reminds me of a Mandela effect. I remember Smokey the Bear, and now he's called Smokey Bear. Do you know about Mandela? We discuss a lot on this channel. If you're new, you might as well click subscribe. It's your one-stop shop for all of the things that are happening in the world all at once, simultaneously. Just click subscribe and you'll be here. So I actually remember Smokey the Bear, which millions of people also remember Smokey the Bear. And now he's Smokey Bear, which just sounds wrong to me. What reality are we in right now? Okay. And that's a Mandela effect. So in Massachusetts, the dark orange smoke, okay, we have one of the pictures in the thumbnail for you. A lot of us are sharing on Facebook. Minnesota, also that dark orange sky, that's that orange smoke in the sky yet again. And I was conversing with my friends in New York and my father. At the end of this message, I'll share a very strange synchronicity, weird occurrence that happened while I was texting my dad last night. He actually texted me before I got on. He goes, "The smoke is here now." I was concerned. I was making sure. He says, "Not smoke here." Then my friend in Long Island was texting me that there's smoke. So the smoke is swirling around. And this whirlwind, right, is affecting the people of the world the same way. And also within your body, you might see a pickup, all right, for those that are listening regularly, All right, you had these flare-ups happen, then they kind of went back. Now it spun around again, right? Now you see the flare-ups again. You could hit the fire flares in the chat if you're resonating with what I'm saying, if you're experiencing these ascension symptoms. So you're feeling the flare-ups. The heat in the body is like never before. If you missed yesterday's lesson on water and that this is the end, you really focus on my video on water yesterday in this whole occurrence. And now you're going to partner it with today's message, okay? So you got the heat, you got the fire, and the purge. The inner world is being purged. We have these experiences as we feel this heat in the body, right? And we want to do the best to make changes for just for the now moment, for the foods that we consume, our hydration at this time. You know, normally I have my cup of coffee and, you know, now in this moment, hydration's got to be key, right? That doesn't mean that we have to do things forever, but we have to adapt. And the truthful journey is about being flexible, being like the water, knowing the time, listening to the body, looking out in the world and say, wow, this old world has come to an end. And for the people, I did a world famous video. How can you survive? How can you survive still living the modern life? Haven't you woken up in a post-2020 world? Is anyone out there listening to me? Sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to myself. If you're hearing me, smash the like button and leave a comment down below. A lot of people resonated with that one. How can you possibly survive what's coming, still living that modern life? That's sick and you don't fit into the sick society because it's sick. And nature is taking it back. So nature is going to take its form. Try to stop it. Try to stop it in your body if you're experiencing this ascension symptoms. You can't. You have to let go. You can't. I can't do it. We're all sharing. We're all sharing on Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook. Great Facebook community as well. You can't stop it. The fires of the world, the earthquakes of the world. You can't stop this process. Heck, nothing could stop this. Absolutely nothing. So people discuss the antagonists of the fire. And you could think, you know, so the fire is the fire. And then, you know, you have to, as I share, regardless of what it is, you have to get to the deep energetics. I get to the deep root issues on this channel, and that's in the subconscious. What is the antagonist of the fire? Okay, and now you're going to go into your body with the fire. The subconscious thoughts and the densities and the traumas that we hold in our gut. There are many people that are tuned into this very powerful video right now, listening and analyzing their everyday life. What are the subconscious thoughts? Those are the antagonists to this fire, this uncomfortable sensation that you feel in your body. The densities and the traumas that you held in your midsection, in your solar plexus, in your gut, in your intestines. Full videos waiting for you if you're new. They are being cleared and removed. So at this time, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good that the densities in our body are being cleared and removed. But as you continue to go through it, you feel lighter and lighter. There's such an incredible feeling when you have this lightness in your midsection. But you are holding these densities and traumas, and these densities and traumas have been built up over the course of your life. From the corrupted governments, from the corrupted systems, feeling the pain as empaths of the children of the world, the traumas of relationships that you had with narcissistic people. All of these traumas are being purified because you cannot take these traumas, you cannot take these densities moving forward into the future. The future is now. This is the end, and you must let go. And as we see these fires set ablaze, regardless of the antagonists of the fires in the story in the outer world. If you are new to the channel, there is only the inner world. None of this is real. Did you watch my video? None of this is real. And in that video, I explained how your body itself is still the outer world. It is only that energy. It is only that soul essence and nothing else. Everything else is going to be a representation of the changes of your internal frequency. What is the story that you tell yourself? What is the story that you tell yourself about who you are in the world? And what is the story that you tell yourself about the world itself? And you will experience physical changes. And Dr. Bruce Lipton speaks about the biology of belief. And there are more and more people that are coming on right now to this podcast, and you're feeling these changes in the body right now. You're seeing the world set ablaze as the world burns. They used to have a soap opera, As the World Turns. Now it's As the World Burns. Everyone's writing As the World Burns today in the comments. So your subconscious thoughts and the densities and traumas that are held in the gut are being cleared and removed. In the world, there are densities, there are traumas, there are negativities that are being cleared from the world. You're following along? And a lot of the change, you have to, right now, you move first and explain later. There are many great empaths, great people listening to this. You got to stop walking on eggshells. You got to move first. This is fire horse energy. You got to move first and you have to explain later. Heck, you're not explaining yourself anymore. The beginning of this year, I left a message that God says you're done explaining yourself to people that aren't going to make it. It is incredible how much time and energy you will waste explaining it to people that don't even care. They're just NPCs. They're just hylics that are just getting you to just this constant debate. You do not have 1 second. You do not have 1 second, okay? Christelle writes, move it, move it. We got to move it, move it. You have to move it right now. And you have to leave people in the dust because this fire is consuming. The fire inside of you is burning. I know there's people that are feeling so uncomfortable. I'm feeling it right now. But you're going to feel lighter. You know, I mean, they say in nature, so we have been having a lot of, fires down here. And so I ask around, and there are fires. But sometimes there are controlled fires because they have to burn some of the crops and then it makes room for new. And this is part of the process. We can't have room for new. Some of the things have to be purified. Certain things in the body have to be purified. I speak about health and wellness on this channel. I talk about autophagy. And some things in our life, they have to be cleared and removed. They have to be removed from the body. And when then we start running like a well-oiled machine. When the filth of the world, when the filth of society gets cleared and removed, then the whole world, then humanity, then society can run like a well-oiled machine. Do you know that there's filth in this world? Everything is coming up to the surface, as we've been discussing. And the earthquakes are shaking away. And you have held onto these densities and traumas in the body. And it is going to be intense. And you're going to have these symptoms. And you're going to feel sick. And you're going to feel nasty. Well, you know what? People have been seeing the behaviors of society. And they feel sick. These things, they must go away in order for us to move forward. There are many great people in the world that were disrespected for years. You were just getting through. Just getting through to the next day became the only goal. There were so many people in long-term trauma that are tuned into this message. The great people of the world. The meek shall inherit the earth. You're up, kid. Because you were just getting through, and this was your only goal in life. You gave up on imagination. You gave up on dreams. You gave up on making plans because absolutely nothing moves. I'm going to say it again. You gave up on imagination. You gave up on dreams. You gave up on making plans because absolutely nothing moves. And you're saying to yourself in your spiritual immunity, the things in my life have been held back. You were doing things, you were moving ahead in life, and then all your wealth was taken away through corrupted taxes and all this other nonsense and fees and all. What are we paying for all these things? And you never were able to get through that frequency fence of wealth. You know, finding equally yoked love in this sick world on social media. And it's just you can't move forward. So you had to go through all of these processes where it was just getting through to the next day. But now the frequency is shifting. You can't live in those old subconscious programs, and your nervous system must be reset. Over time, the load becomes too heavy. When you are holding the load, it becomes too heavy for too long. You could hold things for a certain period of time, and you got no assistance, and you got no help. Eventually, you could hold it. You could do things for a little bit of time, but then over the course of time, all of a sudden, things need to be addressed. We need to address them. God needs to address them, and it all needs to be addressed now. And that's N-O-W with capital letters. There are too many people that spiritually bypass. There are too many people living in fear. It is now. It is now. It is now. That's good, right? There's so many fake social media influencers. They teach people. It's now. That's good. Be led by a spiritual warrior, not spiritual bullshit. It's enough. We have to go now. Hit the like button if this video resonates. You feel the Holy Spirit fire. I told you, I didn't stutter. When I teach, I don't stutter. You will choose. You will choose your fire. Will you choose the fire of hell, or will you choose the Holy Spirit fire? I don't know the answer. All I could do is choose for myself and move forward. And people see the Holy Spirit fire move through me, and I don't back down, and I move forward. And you will feel lighter as this density is leaving the body, because you had persecution implants, and the persecution implants are being cleansed by this fire right now. It's enough of this crap. You better move forward today and share this video today. It's good stuff, right? Abby, thank you again. I'm having some time away from social media. Absolutely. I don't even use social media as like people use social media. I'm a world famous content creator here and on Facebook, and I'm putting out content to improve the humanity. And there's people that just they use social media to paint their life. I just saw this video, and it's a video of a guy, a reel. He's talking about this idiot girl. And she goes, if I could have a free vacation, but I can't take any pictures or videos, no, I don't want that free vacation. And the guy's like, are you an idiot? This world, someone's got to hit the like button today. Someone's got to wake up today, because this world, it's got the schmucks of this world, this idiocracy's got to burn to the ground. She says, I don't want the free vacation if I can't take free videos. And are you an idiot? This is what the world has become. It's become social media crap. And this fire that you see right now, all of this stuff has got to get burned to the ground. It's enough. Stacy M, thank you so much for the super chat. It's a hot one today. Is this video hot? Cleansing our bodies and the land. Another amazing message. You are the best way to start our day. If there was only a way to duplicate you about 1,000,000 times to the real woman out there, you would be complete. Keep smiling. Well, I'm a single man, Stacy. Thank you so much for the super chat. And the most important thing is everyone could hit subscribe. Everyone could share, and 1,000,000 people will hear this. We actually have over 20 million views. I was just looking. It's incredible. And we have to get another 20 million more views. And we have to keep pushing the truth forward. Aluk Ahmed, thank you so much for the super chat. Holy Spirit fire, God bless you all. I appreciate you, Aluk Ahmed. Thank you so much. It is a fire episode today. The load becomes too heavy. You know, and in life, you know, things in life, you know, you could do things, and that's why you have to assess things in your own life. That's why I tell people, you know, years ago with the job and, you know, and constantly like the fat burners, right? You know, you can't take fat burners. You might not, when the stress and so on and so forth, these things aren't affecting you, but then all of a sudden it's going to catch up on you when 2020 opened up all the evil in the world, and now you have stress 24/7, and your adrenal glands and your cortisol can't handle it. Right? So now we have to, you could do things for a while, but eventually things are going to catch up to us. You have lived through a spiritual and neurological reality of prolonged stress. How many people are tuned into this? You have lived through a spiritual and neurological reality of prolonged stress. And the stress, it's got to be no more. And until, this is what a quantum shift is, until you make that internal, it's a decision that you're not going to tolerate it. You're not going to tolerate it from people, from your own life. You have to make your own different choices. You might have to move. Whatever it is you have to do. All of our lives, we cannot be the victim. We're born into certain situations. We're born into whatever it is, and then we're dealt a hand of cards, and none of our situations are going to be the same. We have the 8 dimensions of wellness. And there might be 2 things that you have to deal with and 2 different things someone else. And then you're looking at each other and you say, well, this guy has everything and that girl's got everything. But we go around the wheel in the 8 dimensions of wellness. Everyone's dealing with something, but stress is stress, and it could pop up in any one of those portions in life. The prolonged stress, it comes to an end. You get these little breaks, and then you're waiting for it to come back. This is not normal. This is not normal life. This was not a normal society, and that's why this world will burn to a crisp if the change is not met immediately, if not sooner. Abby, thank you again. I appreciate your consistency above all. I appreciate that. Consistency is the true superhero power. You know, even when I share about my training in the gym, it's really just about consistency. And a lot of people can't be consistent, but when you are consistent, that is a superhero power. Teach you how to be a superhero on this channel. Aaron Thompson, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything you do, Archangel Michael. I appreciate you, Aaron. I love you very much. Creativity is another superhero power that people have lost themselves. You're all born as superheroes, right? Creativity. And constantly you're beaten down, and the world is being beaten down. And that's why there's so much friction, okay? I used to teach my students this, right? You used to take your hands and you get your friction going and you feel the heat. All right, we're going to stop right now. Everyone's going to take your hands, class, put it together and keep going as much as you can, right? And you're going to feel that heat. And that heat is generated from friction. And what's happening right now is there's a lot of friction in this world. Friction between the truth and fake. Friction between the Christ and the Antichrist consciousness. Let me say it again. The truth and the fake. The Christ and Antichrist consciousnesses. There is this friction, and this friction is continuing until there is a constructive interference wave. The wave has to be so strong that it eviscerates and obliterates everything in its path. Like a flash of light. There are too many people. There are good people, but you're afraid. And there are people that are on the cusp that are in their ego. You got to get up today. You got to share the message today, and you have to embody the message today, which means you walk out the door. Oh, I'm going to put it on social media. No, this is how you have to be every single day. Get caught in the act every single day. My community catches me in the act. There he goes. Right? No, you got to get caught in the act. See, people like me, we laugh about this, but there's a lot of people, and I've done videos on this, right? Because they're afraid, because they're fake. No, people get caught in the act. They get nervous right away, right? I know how to expose the narcissist, right? And that's this fire is purging all the narcissism off this world. It's our #1 podcast right now. Check that one out. It's on fire, that one. You seen the narcissists lash out like never, they can't control, because it's a frequency. It's a frequency. And it's drawing more of us together. And this fire, the friction between the truth and the fake, the friction is continuing. Utilize the energy for the Holy Spirit fire, not the fire of hell. It's hell, fire, and brimstone. So this is, it really is it's an uncomfortable time, and we are seeing the images come in. You got the orange smoke in Massachusetts, in Minnesota. I will be conversing with my friends shortly after I get off here, my dad. And the weirdest thing. So I'm texting my dad last night. I want to make sure, you see, you got the smoke over there, and I show him the picture from Massachusetts, because it's all up there by them. And I went to text him. I said, yeah. I said, and Minnesota has the smoke, and then for some reason it autocorrected and it said Minnesota has the zombies. It was the weirdest thing, and then I deleted it, and then I wrote the smoke, and I don't know why that happened. But, there are consciousnesses in this world. And there's people that are awake, and there's people that are asleep. And there's people that are like the ostrich in the sand. And they still don't want to hear it. And I'm sorry to tell people, I did this video years ago on the Great Shaking, and people still don't want to hear it. Are you there, right? We do the memes we're just meme warriors on Facebook, okay? You ever see the meme? Oh, no one will hear you until the end. And then you see you ever see that meme? They can't hear you. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You have to do you. You have to go through this purge right now. It is not going to be easy on the body. It is very intense inside the body. It is very intense in the outer world, which is on fire right now. And you're going to feel it. But it's all about flow. So a lot of the stuff is jump-starting the flow. You might have had stagnation in the body. A lot of this stems from, so now the mouth is going to open. The words are going to come out of the mouth, because there are too many good people that are listening to this, that you went through persecution implants and you stuffed it down. It's going to go, it's an outward force. My very first video, right? It's an outward force. Outward force changes the world. Hold it in, doesn't do anything. And we were all holding these things in for a while. We were all holding. I still don't. I don't get that meme, Cliff. There's too many things going on. I'm trying to keep up with everything in the world to share what's going on. But there just is a lot in this now moment, and there must be an outward force. And you must speak up, because the fire is going to consume. And we are staying hydrated. We are utilizing the alchemy that is happening in the body. A long time ago, I did a full video on spiritual alchemy. And there are changes that occur in the body. And like I shared yesterday, you have no choice. I have no choice. There are certain things that my ego says, I'm not so thrilled. We're up. This is it. We're up. And now we have to tend to these things. And now I have to tend to whatever's going on, right? You have to tend to whatever the things that are going on inside the body, the deep changes that are happening, the outer and the inner world. You have this fire inside the body. You see the fire that is on the earth. And none of this is comfortable. None of it's comfortable. And then I see, other people break down like that the smoke has the orange tint to it, looks weird. So it's just, it is weird. And it's getting weirder. There's weird times. So, yeah, you feel a lot of pressure in the spine, Sharon. And you basically are a nuclear power plant full of energy. You're a nuclear power plant, kid. You have trillions of cells at 1.4 volts, trillions of volts of electricity flowing through you. This energy is known as chi, and some people just waste their energy on scrolling on social media, not doing anything. And again, you have to manage, like, I feel lousy that I'm not able to do what I normally do, but the energy or the changes are happening in other aspects. See, like, we're always focused on this one target over here, but this also has to be taken care of, or this needs to be taken care of. So anything that you're putting your energy toward that is getting you move towards that next goal for yourself and humanity, and what's going to be here and what's not going to be here. Some people need to evacuate, because that lifestyle, that whatever it is not going to be here anymore. Golden Lioness, I love you so much, Golden Lioness. Thank you so much. 999, it's over. Time to do you and keep going while it all burns down. Don't turn back, 999. It's over, kid. I love you all. Bring the light into the world. Thank you so much for that, Golden Lioness. I appreciate you. We have to bring the light into the world. And you are the light of the world. As your DNA has shown to emit photons in a lab. You are the light of the world. And when the pressure rises like it is, there is no other, there's nothing else that can come out with the truth. And that's why there are more and more people lashing out. They can't hide anymore. And then there's more and more people rising up, roaring like lions, right? Does anyone know where my teleprompter is? Don't have it. Because right now, everything has to be so intense, the people are going to be shown the truth. However it is. And that's why God has prepared you. God has prepared you for years, but especially last year, as we were shedding. And now there might even be more shedding that's happening inside the gut. You can't carry this stuff with you any longer. It's got to be addressed right now. It must be addressed right now. And then you're going to feel lighter. And then all of a sudden, everything is cleared away. And that's what's happening in the world. As all these things are being cleared away. And the only way out is through. The only way out. There's no escaping it. There is absolutely no escaping it at this time. And a lot of it is prepping the mind. Prepping your ways. And I have to be again, I encourage everyone that missed yesterday's lesson to listen to it. You have to be the water. You must be like the water. I'm constantly pivoting. It's very frustrating. As a man that's driven, it's very frustrating, right? People love this channel because I'm real, okay? It's very frustrating. But I have the ability to pivot. I have the ability to be flexible. I have the ability to not be a narcissist, right? And know that all these different things. There's so many spiritual bypassers that if you are forced into a box and if you're living this way, okay, you are going to miss this opportunity this year. The great Neville Goddard showed us this, right? People don't care about you. Stop wasting your life for people that don't care about you. You will absolutely throw your manifestations away. You will absolutely throw your life away over crap. Smash the like button if you love that. Aaron, thank you. Again, I love you, Aaron. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for everyone being here today. And we'll see if I'm back on tonight, you know. I think for one time, finally, there's going to be something that's really actually something and not just nonsense. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There's too many dangling carrots out there. There's too many. We need real tangible change. And we have to demand it with our soul. Because if you say, oh, it's all right. Maybe we'll wait till next year. Right? Then it continues. And then it continues. So you have to be the embodiment of the change. And that means that as the fires of change are purifying, that we have to embody and we have to embrace the changes, the fire that's inside of us right now. And you embrace that with unconditional love. And the people that are coming with you, it's unconditional love. And the people that fall apart at this time, it's all fake. And if you have a relationship or if you're attracting a relationship, it's all unconditional love. It's not transactional love. Because when you go through this intensity right now, you must be understood by other people. And you can't go back. There's no way that you try to go back, you can't go back. Under no circumstance you can go back. It is just that this is the energy that we're in. And it's so not comfortable. So the fires continue to burn. We did have another earthquake yesterday. Hit me up on Facebook if you want some more of these posts. And the inner world and the outer world. So the only thing that you could do is continue to cleanse yourself, continue to prep the mind for what's coming, continue to do trial and error, ladies and gentlemen. Life is, I've implemented trial and error for years. That's why I'm successful. Because you can't just say, oh, I'm just going to, no, you have to try different things in your life. What works for someone else might not work for you. 7 billion people, right? At least they tell us 7 billion people, right? 7 billion realities. Yeah, there is no spoon, Christopher. There is no spoon. So I appreciate each and every one of you, and it's a really trying time for all of us. And check out the recent videos if you're new. If this message resonates with you, I appreciate if you click the like button and hit subscribe today. And we have daily videos 9 a.m. Eastern time to help you become the greatest version of yourself. Who knows, maybe I'll be back on tonight. But if it's just a waste of my time, I will just go back to sleep. I'm tired of clown world. I'm so tired of clown world. When the people demand the change must occur, and this friction and the fire will continue to burn. So I hope anyone that's hearing my voice to stand on this message and stand on this channel and continue sharing the truth. I appreciate it. But people, when the more and more people, you got to back us up. And we have to back each other up, and we have to move forward. All of us to fight. All the horsemen of the apocalypse are moving forward now. So we all have to do it now. Everyone's pushing without ego. Everyone together. Otherwise, it doesn't move. If it's not addressed, strongly, if it's not addressed, truthfully, without all this and that, we're going to have an announcement, we're going to have this and that, it's got to be now. It's got to be something deep, deep-rooted change, everlasting change. Not for the quick fixes, not for the Band-Aids. The chat's loving it right now. Preachers preach, kid. Preachers preach. I appreciate you guys. I really do. And just be the change that you want to see in the world. Because when you change on you have to understand, when you do personal development, you are focus on the message. When you are doing personal development, click subscribe. You are changing the world, because a person that's on the Hawkins scale of consciousness, if you're vibrating at 700, that one person is stronger than 1 million people. Do the inner work. Do the personal development. Angel writes, nailed it. I love to nail it deep, kid. I appreciate you guys. This is where we are here. So if you're new to me, we do everything on this channel. Ascension, psychology, quantum shifting. Beautiful channel, beautiful community. You're welcome for the inspiration. I appreciate you. 777 is a frequency, Michael writes. Absolutely. Hit the 777s. Embody the frequency. Embody the change. Embody the change. Oh, when's the Savior coming? Embody the change that you want to see in the world. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, Live Warriors, just keep going. Yeah, I appreciate the prayers. It hasn't been an easy time, but I'm still here. I'm still going, kid. I'm still going. You know, if we make it through, then we'll have even more years to talk about with real life evidence. We're making it through this portal, kid. We're making it through. Don't turn back. Cross the bridge of incidents. I love you guys. Bye for now.